Hello guys, welcome to the first channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how you can possibly make money with this strategy. Okay, so this strategy I'm about to show you guys is a strategy you can use to grow your small account and your big account. So it's a scalping strategy, and I'm going to give you guys everything you need to know about the strategy and how you can make use of the strategy. So what you have to do just to make sure that you watch this video to the end, so you won't miss any useful thing about this strategy and how effectively you can use strategy to become profitable trader. Okay, so if this is the first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification, and enter a posting strategy you guys will be aware. Okay, so firstly we are going to dive into the settings of the strategy, then we shift into how you can use the strategy. Okay, so what you want to do, just so this icon you are seeing at the top. So when you click on the icon, then the first indicator we are going to be need is a Bollinger Bands. Now how do we add this Bollinger Bands up? We click on this F plus, we search for our Bollinger Bands, which you can clearly see the Bollinger Bands right here. So click on the Bollinger Bands, and this is the properties. Now the period is 10, shift, the deviation is 0.05, shift is 0, method is closed. Now the style using color of your choice. Now click on save. Once you do that, and you are going to have your Bollinger Bands in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the relative strength index. Now to add this up, you click on this F plus, we search for our relative strength index, and then we click on it, which you can clearly see the relative strength index right here. So click on it, and this is the properties. The period is 10, apply to close. Now for the levels, we need the 10 and the 90 levels, and for the levels, using color of your choice. Okay, so click on save. Once you do that, and remember the relative strength index, the style should be as your background color, so keep that in mind. Now click on save. Once you do that, and you're going to have your RSI in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator. Now once we add this RSI up, it's going to be on our indicator window 1. Now the remaining indicator we are going to be adding is going to be in our indicator window 1. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the moving average. Now to add this up, we click on this F plus, we search for our moving average and click on it. Now for the properties, the period is 1, shift is 0, method is simple, apply to close. Now for the style, we are going to be using the black color. So click on save. Once you add the moving average up, and you're going to have the moving average in your chart. Now proceeding to the next indicator, which is going to be the moving average as well. Now how do we add this up? We click on this F plus right here, we scroll down, search for our moving average and click on it. Now for the properties, the period is 2, the shift is 1, the method is simple, apply to close. Now the levels is none, and for the style, use any color of your choice. So once you do that, click on save, and you're going to have your moving average in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the awesome oscillator. Now to add this awesome oscillator up, we click on this F plus right here, we scroll down to the last, and then we search for awesome oscillator, which you can clearly see it right here. So click on the awesome oscillator and just set it as default, then click on save, and that is all the indicator we are going to be using for the strategy. Now for the zoom level, we are using the second to the last zoom level. That is the zoom level we are going to be using for the strategy. Okay, now how do you now use this strategy to scalp? Okay, now firstly, I love to explain to people, whenever you want to use this strategy, you first have to know where you are going to take your stop loss and where you are going to take your profit. You have to keep that in mind, because whenever you are using a strategy, you must be well assured of yourself that where are you going to take your profit. Now I'm going to be giving you guys everything in this video. Okay, so just make sure you stay tuned and follow me when I'm explaining the strategy. Now the first thing we want to do whenever we want to use the strategy is to know where are we going to take our profit. Now when using a strategy, now for your profit target, this strategy right here can give you 30 to 40 candles, depending on how confident you are in trading. Okay, now for your stop, for your TP, and for your where you are going to set your stop loss, I'm going to be giving you guys that first before I dive into the uses of the strategy. Now let's say you enter a trade right at this area, you enter your trade. Now after you enter your trade, let's say you enter your trade at this candle you are seeing right here. Let me zoom so you guys can see it more clearly. Now let's say you enter your trade at this candle. Okay, now when you enter a trade at this candle, now where is your targeted take profit? Now your take profit should always be, now when this is crash, we are looking for a buy. Okay, now whenever we want to take a profit, we always pay attention to the support area. Okay, to the resistance area, sorry, to the resistance area. That is the area we want to pay close attention to. You are seeing all the you are seeing all the support area. So let me bring this line out so you guys can see it more clearly. Okay, so this is where the support area is. This is where the all the resistance area is. So all this area right here is where we want to put in mind whenever we are in a trade. Okay, so all this level right here is where we pay close attention to. Okay, now let's say we want to enter a trade. Now let me now explain. That is where your top TP should be. If I forget that, this is where all your TP should be. Now for your stop loss should always be below your entry. Should always be below your entry, which means that your stop loss should always be below this area right here. That is where your stop loss should always be. Now let me now explain how you use this strategy. Now firstly, we want to make sure that we see. Now first thing you guys have to know that 90 level stands for the oversold level and the 10 level stands for the overbought level. Now for the crash, we are paying close attention to the overbought levels, which is the 10 area. Okay, now when we are using this strategy, now firstly you want to see this to moving average right here come and touch the 10 levels. Now after I touch the 10 levels, we want to see the crossover. That is what we want to see. Now which you can clearly see the crossover happens right here. Now after this crossover, then the next thing you want to see is that you want to see the awesome oscillator changing from this red right here, which you can see from red to green. It has to change from red to green. Now the volume means to change from red to green. After the volume change from red to green, then our next thing is that you want to now see the Bollinger Bands now main chart. For the price to cross above the Bollinger Bands, which you can clearly see it right here. The price has to cross above the Bollinger Bands. After it cross above the Bollinger Bands, then we enter our trade at the third candle. Okay, the price has to cross above the Bollinger Bands with at least 3 candles before we enter for any trades. Okay, now let me zoom so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now 3 candles, we remember that 3 candles, the first candle right here, the second candle right here, and the third candle. Now our entry will be at this candle. That is where we want to enter our trade. This is where we want to enter our trades. Now for your stop loss, you always be below this area right here, below the last spike. That's where your stop loss should always be, and your take profit should always be at this area right here, or this area, or you can wait for the overall take profit. As simple as that, guys. So that's how you are using strategy, and you can see I explained everything in depth for you guys with this strategy. Now let's go to the boom indices so we can also have a clean explanation on how you guys can use this strategy. Okay, so I am going to straight to boom now. Same thing applicable on boom. Okay, so we are using the same step we used on crash. We are going to be using it on boom. Okay, just going to be in an opposite direction. Okay, you remember on crash we are looking to trade at the overbought level. Now on boom we are looking to trade at the oversold level. So this way we want to pay close attention to on boom. Okay, so now how do we now use this strategy on boom? Same thing applicable, just have to follow the step on how you can use it on crash, then you use it exactly on boom. Okay, so that's how you can use this strategy. Okay, so now let me show you guys a quick trade here on boom. Okay, now remember, first thing we want to pick your attention to is we are waiting for the moving away to come and touch the 90 levels of the RSI. So after I touch the 90 levels of the RSI, which you can see it right here, now you wait for the oscillator to also touch the 90 levels as well. When you touch, we want to wait for the oscillator to change from this green to red. After I change from green to red, then the next thing we have to do is just to wait for the cross to happen. Okay, we are looking for the moving away to cross over each other, which you can see it right here. It has to cross over each other. After the crosses, then we look into our main chart and we want to see at least 3 candles with the price breaking below the Bollinger Bands. Let's break Bollinger Bands with at least 3 candles and we enter at the 4th candle. So as simple as that, guys. So that's how you can use strategy to trade, and I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification, and type posting strategy. You guys should be aware. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.